Hey guys, Prowl 1701 here, and today we're going to have a little fun. I'm going to talk about, you guys know I like to do predictions on what I think upcoming Doctor Who The Collection sets are going to look like, what I think the art's going to look like, what I think they're going to come with, how many discs, which stories might get updated effects, stuff like that. I love theorizing. And of course, I did a Season 25 one a while back, long before the set was announced, or a bit before the set was announced. And I thought, let's take a look, because I was stumbling through my notepad for something else, actually, and I came across a bunch of these. I'm like, ooh, it'd be fun to see what I got right and what I didn't on the Season 25 one. So we're going to recap what I would have liked to have seen on the Season 25 art and the box set and what I thought we would get and see how close I came. Matter of fact, you could always go back and watch the original video for that if you like, with me going through it. Maybe I'll remember to link it up here. I don't know, maybe I won't. But it's out there. I'll try to leave a link to it maybe at the end of the video if you want to watch that original one. So Season 25, for some reason the first thing I wrote was an end conversation with Mel. Wasn't that on Season 24? I don't know why I wrote that. I would assume that's on Season 24, isn't it? Or Season 23? I'm pretty sure we've had that, though. I don't know why I wrote that. Number 2, I wrote updated effects, and boy, did we get those. I just wrote updated effects. I didn't write a specific story, and turns out I was right there. My main argument at the time was I just wanted any story to get updated effects. I mean, I had preferences. I'll talk about that in a minute, but my argument was Season 26 and Season 24, the other two McCoy seasons, which had already come out, none of them had gotten updated effects for the Blu-ray range. Now, Battlefield and Curse of Fenric had updated effects in the past, way back when, but those weren't new to Blu-ray. And then Season 24 also had no new updated effects. So neither of those seasons had gotten updated effects. And I was determined that at least one McCoy story should get some brand new updated effects for the Blu-ray collection range. Seriously, that was my thing. Give me at least one story in Sylvester McCoy's era that will get updated effects for this Blu-ray range. Now, I would have been happy with Remembrance or Silver Nemesis, because I never thought Happiness Patrol or Greatest Show really needed them. I thought Happiness Patrol was fine the way it is. For the record, I love the special edition of it. It has a very different feel to it, which I like. And the Greatest Show updated effects are also nice, but Greatest Show never really needed them. I think the original effects are actually very good for it. For a story that I'm very critical of normally. The effects for it look good, though. And Happiness Patrol, I thought its effects were fine. It never really needed them. Its updated effects do look good, though. So for me, I always leaned toward Silver Nemesis. Why did I take my glasses off? Silver Nemesis and Remembrance. And if I could have picked one, I would have said Remembrance because, well, as you know, the main driving factor for Prowl when it comes to updated effects are we got to make those laser blasts look better. You guys know how important some good-looking laser effects are for Prowl. And that is a story where I always had some problems with the original laser blast that the Dalek shoots. They've always bugged me in Remembrance. They've always bugged me. And so I really wanted, for me, that's what I really needed to push Remembrance up into that top tier of Doctor Who storytelling. I needed some better-looking laser blast. And I got that. That's the one I would have wanted. I did think Silver Nemesis needed some updating as well. So I'm happy that we got all 4 of them. It is nice that for someone who just wanted at least one McCoy story to get updated effects, the fact I got all 4 this season, that's just a joy. I absolutely love that. Next, I wrote different episode cuts, Silver Nemesis VHS edit, and we got that for all the stories. Well, I mean, we have 5 versions of Silver Nemesis, if you think about it, because you have the broadcast version, you have the broadcast version with updated effects, you have the VHS extended edit, you have the omnibus cut, and then I'm forgetting one. There's 5. I can't remember what the other one is, but there's another one. There's 5, because I remember I've counted them out. There's 5. Broadcast, updated effects, broadcast version, special edition, the special edition, VHS version, and the omnibus. 5 versions of it. And then, of course, you have alternate special editions for the other stories as well. So I did get that, and we got the VHS edit. Although I wish they'd cleaned the VHS edit up. I haven't watched it, but it looks like it's just straight ripped from a VHS tape, like the dropouts and everything. Behind the scenes, you know, behind the sofa stuff. I really would have liked behind the sofa, which we got. I knew we were going to get that. I mean, that's kind of not really a hard guess. And I did enjoy the behind the sofa. I wrote location down here. I would have liked to have seen a location video, the location, which we didn't get on this set. I would have liked to see it, but I think a lot of this was done well, no, some of it was done on location, yeah. A season overview for the 25th anniversary. I don't think we got that either. Like, just a big overview of the whole season. I don't think we got that. I'm kind of surprised being season 25. You figured you would have got an overview. The booklet does a good job of that, but we didn't really get a season overview like we did with, like, say, season 2. And, of course, making ofs, which this story already had making ofs. I couldn't remember when I originally wrote this list, but all of them had already had making ofs. I wrote that it should be an 8-disc set, which it is, giving you 2 discs for each story, which is exactly what we got. On the cover, I had McCoy holding his calling card from Remembrance, his microphone for Remembrance, or Ace's bat. I really thought they were going to go Remembrance on this. Or maybe his umbrella hooked on his arm, like he does sometimes while he's holding one of these other things. I didn't guess the bow and arrow. And I should have, because it is an obvious one. I figured, I guess, the cover was going to go more toward Remembrance than Silver Nemesis. The enemies, I have the Daleks and the Weapons Master Dalek. So I absolutely love the fact that the actual cover does have the Renegade Dalek Leader and the Weapons Master Dalek on it. Cybermen, which we have the Lady Pinaforte, or whatever her name is. I do kind of wish she was on the cover. The Chief Clown, who is on the cover. The Gods of Ragnarok, which I kind of miss, but that's not a big deal. And Helene. That is the one misstep. I wish Helene had been on the cover, but that could have been, because I think that could have been seen as a political move, potentially. Maybe they didn't want to go that route. Although I still would have loved to have seen Helene on the cover. I didn't have the Candyman written down. I figured maybe, what's the name of the company that sued them over that? Barney Bassett or whatever. Bassett, whatever. I thought they might have had an issue with it, although after I mentioned that, I've had several people tell me that Candyman's on the DVD cover and it was never an issue. So, but I didn't know. I thought maybe they would have gotten in trouble if they'd had it on the cover, but apparently not, since they did put it on the cover. Now, for the flap, I did write here, Happiness Patrol, Pink TARDIS, which is exactly what they did. To me, that was just the blatantly obvious choice, that you gotta have the pink TARDIS. Matter of fact, I actually wish the art in there, the TARDIS was like more pink. It looks more a darker magenta, almost purple, with blue shining through. I wish it was just solid pink. That's just a minor nitpick. Lee did a great job with that flap cover. But that was just the obvious choice for me to do the pink TARDIS. And then I had, for the back of it, I wrote Greatest Show in the Galaxy, which is what it is. It's the back shot I absolutely love, because it's a great combination of the intro and Greatest Show in the Galaxy. Because with the TARDIS going down, it kind of looks like when the TARDIS spins down in the intro credits. But it also has that little message delivery spam mail robot from the beginning of Greatest Show in the Galaxy there. So I was sort of right on that. I'll say I was right on that. So I actually feel like I got a good bit of that on it. Not completely. I definitely didn't have what the Doctor was going to be holding right. And I didn't even write anything for the background, because I had no idea what the background was going to do there, except perhaps tying in with his intro, because his other 2 covers kind of do, which you could argue that does kind of tie in with his intro a little bit, while also having the Nemesis rock in there. It does a really good job of tying his intro in with actual story elements on the front and the back, which is just Lee Binding being amazing. But yeah, I was just kind of curious how close I had it to my original guess. I want to know what you think, and maybe some of the stuff you thought might be included in this set or might be on the cover, how close you were to it, and how happy you are with what we got. I'm very happy with what we got. I love the Season 25 box set. So comment down below, and let's talk about it. Don't forget to click the like button and the subscribe button as well. I also have a Patreon if you would like to support me on that. I have a link to my Amazon wish list down there. I have a link to my Amazon UK wish list on there as well. My P.O. box is down there if there's anything you'd like to send me to look at and review. I always love getting fan mail. Makes my day. Makes my day. I want to give a shout out to a couple of my top tier patrons, Sam Venning and Colin Coney. I do appreciate their support, as I do the support of all of my YouTube members and patrons. Most importantly, thank you for watching.